What's going on, guys? Today we're going to dive into something really cool and practical. Have you ever wondered how to keep tabs on your Next.js API performance? Well, I've got just the solution for you. We are going to add APIToolkit into a Next.js application in just 5 minutes. Sounds too good to be true? Well, let's find out. First things first, let's talk about why we are doing this. APIToolkit gives you a lot of handy features right out of the box. We're talking about API monitoring, testing, error tracking, and even analytics. Now, to make this work, we need something called OpenTelemetry. Don't worry if that sounds complex, it's actually pretty simple. OpenTelemetry helps us collect important data about our application. It then sends info to APIToolkit for us to visualize and make use of. Let's start by setting up our Next.js project. Open your terminal and type the following command. We are going to keep this beginner friendly, so just follow the prompts. We are not going to use TypeScript. ESLint, yes. Tailwind, you can use that. Include the source directory. And we're going to use the app router. This is no. This is optional. You could choose yes or no in this one. Press enter and your project is going to install. Once that is done, let's move into our new project folder. Let's start our development server. If you follow the steps correctly, when you go to localhost port 3000, you should see this screen right here. Now we have our Next.js application running. Now comes the fun part. Adding APIToolkit into our project. If you don't already have an account with APIToolkit, you need to create one. To create an account, we head over to apitoolkit.io, click on the login, and then we have different options to log in. So just create an account here. It's very simple. Let's terminate this session so we can install our SDK. All commands used in this video will be left in the description. This command installs APIToolkit alongside some OpenTelemetry tools we need. We need to set up OpenTelemetry. So you're going to create a new file in your project and name it .env. In this file, we are going to add some important configuration details. Here's everything we need to add. Like I said earlier, we are going to leave the code in the description of this video, but there's one thing you need to change here, the API key. Now you need to get this API key from your APIToolkit dashboard. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. I'm going to select a project I created. Once you're on your dashboard, head over to the test project here. This should be the name of your project. Head over to API keys. There are a couple of API keys here. I'm just going to use the default one. After you've grabbed your API key, you need to paste it right here. Save the file and you are done with the configuration. For the final step of setting up our OpenTelemetry, we need to create a file called instrumentation.js. Now you can create it under the source folder. This code initializes OpenTelemetry with your project name, enabling the capture of telemetry data. We need to create an API route called hello and update it with the following code. This code is very simple. It's just sending the message hello world. Below here, we have a wrapper with APIToolkit app router. What this wrapper is doing is enabling monitoring for this route. If you follow the steps correctly, you should get hello world when you hit the hello API route. Now head over to your APIToolkit dashboard. On the Explorer tab, you should see that our new API route is being listed. As you can see, we got the success status code here. You can also expand this. Over here, you can get some insights about the API route. You can see more info when it was created, the duration, the errors, the host, the method, and a whole bunch of stuff here. This means that APIToolkit is successfully monitoring our application. But what about error tracking? Let's set that up too. We'll update our hello route to simulate an error. Right now, we're going to replace this code with this. Basically, what we are doing here is we are simulating an error, and this is to test if APIToolkit will recognize this as an error. Let's go back to our browser and hit this route a couple of times. Heading back to our dashboard, you can see the APIToolkit has recorded a couple of hits here. So this is the first hit and this is the second hit because we refreshed the browser twice to make a request to that same URL where we simulated the error. So you can see the first error it recorded. And in order for us to see the error properly, we are going to head over to the changes and errors tab. Over here, you can see the particular error we got and the route we got the error. So this is on the API hello route we did. And there you have it. We've set up APIToolkit with our next application in just 5 minutes. We can now monitor our APIs, track errors, and view analytics with ease. Remember, keeping an eye on your API's performance is crucial for any web application. With tools like APIToolkit, it's easier than ever to just do that. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this. Have you used APIToolkit before? Let us know about your experience in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.